Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. These are going to be our new live self-help series. For those of you who have been with us, we were doing this previously on our Facebook page for Free Flow Friday, and now we are transitioning here. So everything wellness related. Every week it's going to be a different topic. If you're tuning in with us live, you can say hello, tell us where you're tuning in from. And what's special about these is every week we're going to ask you, our community, what you would like us to cover so that it's really tailored, it's something you can use, and we want it to be a part of your wellness journey. So we did our first poll. Also, just to introduce ourselves, I am Lola, in case you don't know.
I'm Stella.
And yeah, we work here at Jin Shin Institute with Alexis Brink, who I know many of you are familiar with. And we are doing this to keep it, more beginner friendly in case you are newer to the art of Jin Shin. This is a perfect opportunity to just practice along. So think of this as like a guided practice. If you have 5-10 minutes, you can do this here with us live. So our first poll this week, we asked, what would you like us to cover? And the main topic that we got was emotional and mental health. And I know that's something we all deal with on a daily basis. I mean, I know I do. I'm sure you do as well.
Absolutely.
Stella. So we are going to share 2 holds with you. And in the art of Jin Shin, a hold is just putting your hands on 2 different parts of the body. So we have 26 what we call safety energy locations. You don't have to learn them now, but it's similar in a way to acupressure, or I'm sure many of you are familiar with acupuncture. There's different energy spots in the body. So that's what we're going to work with. So just make yourself comfortable. That is very important in practicing. You want to feel, like you're centered, and just take this at your own pace. So our first hold, we're going to place our right hand, and you can listen along, we're mirrored, but you're going to place your right hand right here below your collarbone. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. So the right hand's going to go below the left collarbone, and then you'll take your left hand and you'll put it under your left rib. And I've been working with the art of Jin Shin for some time. Stella's a bit newer. So Stella, do you have any questions or things that have come up for you as you've been learning?
Well, I would think, are you putting your palm completely on your chest, or are you kind of digging your fingers in under your collarbone?
Great question. So I generally like to do it, you could do the palm, but I really go with my 3 fingers, and you just kind of feel in, and you'll feel a spot where it's that's the settling point.
And is that because it's tense, or is that, what are you feeling with your fingertips?
So it's definitely a subtle feeling. Oftentimes, when our safety energy locations are closed or blocked, you will feel some maybe tightness, tension, and it's something that the more you practice, the more familiar you'll get with it. Just like any practice, say with yoga, the first time you do down dog, you're like, is this right? I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then you do it more and you're like, oh, okay, I see how my body goes.
But with yoga, if you do a pose incorrectly, you can potentially injure yourself, right? Is that the same thing with Jin Shin?
Nice question. So you really can't injure yourself. If anything, it's a journey in tapping into your own instincts, your own body and your own spiritual knowledge. So you also can't really do it wrong. Like, say you were following along with us and maybe you were like this, or you're on the other side, you know, that's probably on some level, that's what you need. Just kind of like how meditation, maybe there's a more optimized way to do it, but if you're like sitting and breathing, you know, you're not going to do it wrong.
So is there like a specific amount of time that I'm supposed to hold this, or is it just until you feel like some sort of release?
Yeah, so I like to hold it for just a few minutes. So again, we can all just take some nice deep breaths. And if you only have a minute, you know, that's how long you can do it for. If you have 10 minutes, you can sit here and really just ground. And it's kind of like a moving meditation. You know, similar concept. You're breathing deeply. And this is really nice for emotional well-being, because I know, at least for myself, if I'm feeling anxious or stressed, I can feel a lot of tightness in my chest, and I also get stomach issues quite often.
I do as well. I was actually having that last night, and this is kind of giving me a little bit of release for that.
So you can see how right away it's like we have one hand, it's like over our chest, the other is on our abdomen, and this is naturally going to calm you, allow you to feel more ease. Again, if you're live with us and you have a question, this is definitely a time you can pop in. Otherwise, just continue to breathe. And then whenever you feel settled and complete with that, you can move on to our next hold. So the next one, we take our right hand first, place it across the chest, and then your left hand goes over it. And again, even if you don't know a single thing about Jin Shin, I feel like you can really sense how calming this is. And we place our right hand down first because that really like brings the energy in. Also, if you're anxious and maybe like a lot of things are pulling you externally, you can feel scattered or ungrounded. So this is a nice, like, it's like taking your energy back. And, in Jin Shin, that's what we're doing. We call it harmonizing the energy. So it's not like fixing, or it's not like taking energy from someone or something else. It's really like allowing our body to almost like correct itself, and then it can flow in a way that's going to serve us. How is this feeling for you, Stella?
It's great. I'm feeling very calm. It's a good morning routine.
And what's also really nice about Jin Shin is, like, say you're on the subway, you could just do this, from one stop to the next.
I feel like this is something you do somewhat instinctively if you're feeling very anxious, or if you feel like your heart is beating really quickly.
Right.
I didn't even know this was a Jin Shin hold.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like something you can do right in the moment without having to turn to, say, like a medication or something that may like exacerbate your anxiety. So yeah, hope you enjoy that. Again, you can stay here as long as you'd like, and let us know what you think. Oh, I see we have a few people who tuned in with us. So nice. We have greetings from Russia. I really like your technique. Thank you. And for exhausting backache. Okay, so we already have our first request for next week. Perfect. We will note that. So look out for a poll. We'll put it up at the beginning of the week. But yeah, Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune back in with us. And if you'd like to learn more, we have so many videos that cover, Jin Shin from a beginner to advanced perspective. We have our YouTube, Jin Shin Institute. We have our Facebook page. And please check out our website. You can learn more. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for the hearts.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. All right, take care, everyone.